Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Packer Franchise Podcast. And before we get started, I just want to say I'm sorry about the lack of videos. Me personally, I don't do much like mock drafts for like players I want for Green Bay. I mean, basically, well, first off, I've worked during college football, so I can't really give my opinion on what players I want and which players I don't want. And also the fact that it's hard to predict what players Green Bay is going to get. But anyways, other than that, I'll try to post more, especially with the schedule and stuff coming out. But in today's podcast, we're going to be talking about the article that was released by Bleacher Report just not too long ago, about like less than a week ago. And it was talking about the relationship between Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy and how, 50-50, like Aaron's blame, Mike's to blame. And I just want to get my thoughts on it. I made another podcast, but I decided not to upload it because it's like, why would I upload that? I would never want to upload that one. But anyways, these are my thoughts on, the article. It's like Aaron quoted, it's ridiculous for Bleacher Report to post an article about that. It's just crazy, for a franchise quarterback and for, one of the top Packers coach in history, to get blamed and to be responsible for like this team not winning dynasties, and they're giving them a bad look. It's pretty upsetting because, for a person, I'm taking a journalistic writing class, and Bleacher Report did something that you should not do, is post false stories. And also the unanimous source, which we did learn that like you have the option to put, if you want to put the name of the source, or you ask permission first, you have the option to ask the person, hey, can we use your name or not? The fact that there were like multiple unnamed sources shows you who did these guys talk to, and also if they actually talked to them. And Aaron even said, like, put your name on the thing, put your source out there. If you want to come talk to me face to face. And he's right. And also the fact that about holding a grudge against Mike McCarthy from the beginning, and Aaron did say, like, that he likes Mike McCarthy and that he has a ton of respect for him. But in all honesty, it's just a ridiculous article. And I'm disappointed, not just Bleacher Report, but I'm also disappointed in Greg Jennings and Jermichael Finley, as Aaron Rodgers did quote, every time you mention Aaron Rodgers with like anything kind of like drama related stuff, is it funny that those two guys are the only guys that bring up the drama? Because, yeah, it's true. FS1, Greg Jennings is always talking about how, well, Aaron Rodgers needs to do this, Aaron Rodgers needs to do that. It's Aaron Rodgers is a part of the blame. And, like my good friend Matt Ramenshed on Instagram, which, we need to do a podcast sometimes. But back to the topic, I would never bash a player. I would never call out a player. But Greg Jennings, he wasn't my top favorite Packer player, but he was still one of my favorites. But the fact that Greg Jennings just kept trying to bash Aaron Rodgers and kept trying to make him look like the bad guy. It's ridiculous. I would talk more about Jermichael Finley, but I don't know anything. I'm trying to remember last time about Jermichael Finley, so I'm not going to focus more on him. I'm just focusing more on Greg Jennings. Yeah, Greg Jennings should be more appreciative of a guy who won a Lombardi and his only ring. You could have won one with the Vikings. You could have won one with the Dolphins. And you want to know why you only won one? Excuse me. And you want to know why you only won one ring? Like, it's not a tongue twister. Say 1-1 many times. But you only won your only ring is because of Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, Brett Favre. But let's say you didn't get Aaron Rodgers and you're stuck with another quarterback that's less talented than Aaron Rodgers. You think you really would have won a ring? And, obviously after the article was released, many Packers defended him. Devontae Adams, David Bakhtiari, even former Packer players, Casey Hayward, Jeff Janis. The list goes on. Now, I know we should, ignore people, hating on Green Bay, but, if you're going to hate on a guy and a coach who's done so much for this franchise, and I know people are saying, well, they should have won more rings. Okay, rings aside, they still had a great career together. They played in 3 NFC Championship games. They've made the playoffs 8 straight times. And they've won many games. But the fact that, and also this whole media thing just caused everyone to think negatively of Aaron Rodgers. And that's a problem. With not just Bleacher Report in this article, but with everyone today. You post something negative, and everyone's going to follow that negativity. It's like, for example, let's say an artist, a musician. They play a song. Some people love it, some people hate it. And one person that hates it shares it with their friends that may think, oh, you're also going to hate this. And that negativity keeps going. But also, I want to ask the people that always, not just hate on, players like Aaron Rodgers or coaches like Mike McCarthy, but, and now, in my honest opinion, I wanted Mike McCarthy fired last year, but I didn't hate Mike McCarthy. I didn't like his play calling, but I said I would never hate Mike McCarthy. I think Mike McCarthy is a very cool dude, and I think, honestly, if he coached a new team, he would be, better than what he did last previous 2 seasons in Green Bay. Let me just point that out clear. But I would never, just randomly hate a guy, kind of like what Bleacher Report's doing. Well, the hate's mostly on Aaron Rodgers, which I don't understand why. Here's the thing with negativity. People hate on people that are successful because they wish their lives were like that. It's crazy that in the world we live in today, you can't say oh, this guy is the best. He's one of the greatest, and he's doing a pretty good job. Instead, you're going after people that are saying this guy sucks, he's overrated, can't do anything, and you're not going to change that. But for everyone to just hate on a guy that done so much for not just the football team but for a community, it's pretty stupid. Honestly. So, and, you know, I'm done talking about this article. I think it's, like, don't get me wrong, like, at first it was interesting, but, like, after, I knew it was fake. I knew it was fake from the beginning with, like, could that be true? Maybe a little, but at first I thought, like, maybe a little bit of it's real, but, like, after everyone say it, and it's 100% fake. Like, from the start this article was released, I thought it was, like, 85% fake, but after, like, everyone else and even Aaron Rodgers himself talked about it, it's 100% fake. And it's just dumb for a Bleacher Report to do that. And I said it in the past too. I said it in my previous one, which I didn't upload, but see what happens when Bleacher Report doesn't have Zion Williamson and LeBron James to post about, which two amazing players, but come on, give them some, like, less camera time. They have lives too. And you go post a fake article about Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy. It's dumb. And to Jermichael Finley and Greg Jennings, if you guys watch this, just so you know, don't bash on your former players. No matter how hard or what it was, don't bash on your former players. Because if you bash on a former player, it just makes you look at just as bad. You keep whatever happened on the field to yourself. I mean, look at Antonio Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster. AB's talking trash on Juju. Juju's the better man. Why don't you, Greg Jennings and Jermichael Finley, just keep Aaron Rodgers' name out of your mouth? Unless you got something positive to say. If not, then just keep posting fake news stories about Aaron Rodgers. It's really entertaining. But yeah, that's it for the article. It's ridiculous. Hopefully we don't have to see another one. And before I end this real quick, people were telling me, like, is Bleacher Reports credible? No, I'm not. I'm not going to say, like, after this article, like, oh, Bleacher Reports is fake news and all that stuff. They're still a credible source. But I just think it's just ridiculous what they did. But alrighty, guys. I'll let you go. Just want to keep my opinion out there. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.